It's my pleasure to be here with Yardman. I know you're always bound, you and Robbie are going back and forth. Ease me up a little bit, Bruce. Yeah. But listen, man, it's a pleasure to talk to you. We've just seen Arsenal beat Crystal Palace at home 3-2. They're through to the semi-final. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, first half wasn't that really good. Kibiak again showing him weakness and with Mateta. And, you know, the first half was a bit drying. Yeah. We didn't get nothing going on. You know, Jesus wasn't getting any service up there. So second half come, Mikel Arteta change it, bring on Odegaard. I can see a big difference. And we get the couple goal and then we just move on from there. Yeah. But all in all, I would say it's a cup game. And this is a competition that we haven't won in decades. So
I think the last time was 1993, 31 years ago.
Decades, yeah. So if Mikel Arteta can just get this is the first cup he can win. And this will breed something different with the team. And if we could get this cup, I know a lot of people saying about the Carabao Cup, it's not really a cup where if you win it, it still doesn't really count. But I mean, for me, it counts for something because it just let us know that, you know what, we can go on and win. And when you start to win something, especially a cup, then it will breed something different between with the team. And you have players like Saka, Odegaard, Gabriel and William Saliba, Declan Rice. I mean, they need to win things. We can't just have them here in, year out, challenging, and we nearly done it. It's not going to work because sooner rather than later, you're going to have the big boys coming knocking for them. Likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Dortmund, any team, the big team, that they will come for them. And guess what? When they're winning league, when they're winning title, the head gonna turn. So we have to start to win title here. We have to start to put trophies, start to turn over trophy. I mean, Manchester United, I mean, a lot of people said they're in disarray. But guess what? For the last 2 seasons, they win trophy. So I would love to see that. I would love to see we can go to Wembley, the first cup, with the first competition and go and win it.
No, absolutely. I'm with you all the way on that. I said myself before the game, this was a very important game because we need to win a trophy this season. At the moment in the league, it's not going the best. We're still in it, mathematically, but you know what I'm saying, things are not looking great. So to go through to the next stage, I thought was important today. And you're right, I was at the game. We conceded a sloppy goal. Kivior got muscled out of it. 1-0 down already. Some of the fans, I don't know about the fans near you, but the fans near me were starting to voice their frustration. So yeah, I think the turning point of the game was half-time with the substitution with Odegaard. Was you a little bit surprised to see him come on at half-time?
No, and yeah, because for some reason, I don't know what happened to Waneri. He was playing too deep for me today. And he picked up the ball too deep and he wasn't affected. He wasn't getting nothing from him today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because he didn't have the likes of the better player them around him, you know, so.
Or is it just a reminder that he's just a young guy making his way? You know what I mean? It's not going to come easy for him. I mean, it's interesting because in the previous 2 Carabao Cup games, he was arguably man of the match for both of those games. But crucially, they were against championship teams, Bolton and Preston. Today, we're up against Crystal Palace, obviously a better team. And he struggled to get going. But then he wasn't the only one. I thought in the first half, the passing was slow, the tempo was slow. We looked a bit turgid at times. But obviously the turning point for me, and I'm sure you as well, was the substitution of Odegaard. Tell me what you thought about Odegaard's performance and why he made such a difference.
Well, Odegaard is a very technical player, even though me and Robbie back and forth that to me he's not really the dead creative midfielder, but when he's on song, he's on song. When he ready to play, you're just not gonna stop him, and he's unstoppable. So today was one of those game where he was sitting on the bench and just see what he have to come and do, and he done just that. So Odegaard, like I said, when he's on form, he's a very brilliant player. But when he's not on form, he's just not on form. He
was definitely the catalyst. But let's talk about the man that made things happen today in front of goal, and that's Gabby Jesus. Now, I don't know what your thoughts have been on him before. So, you know, I can't talk about it, but today, he was on it, yeah? Big time.
Big time. Yeah, like I said, this is one of the games that you need to prove to Mikel Arteta that he can do it. Izzy got Emojo back today with them three. I know one of them supposed to be the second one, I think is offside. There's no VAR, so he get away with that ban. But nonetheless, it's still a hat-trick. But we want to see that same determination. We want to see that same goal scoring threat. We need to see that in the Premier League, because that's when it really count the most, and that's when everybody looking for Jesus to step up. For the first and second season, until Jesus get that injury, we really haven't seen that Jesus that used to be at Man City playing for Brazil, but we don't get that Jesus. We don't know what's going on. Sometimes when they get that injured, it can set you back so much, and people don't realize be playing and getting an injury, coming back, you fear, you don't want to put yourself in that situation again to get another injury and you're going to be out, because Jesus, Partey, when they're out, they're out. Yeah. They get a knock and they're out for maybe 2-3 months. So sometimes that mental...
Yeah, I think one of the things I took from this today is confidence. Look back. Yeah. I mean, you saw as well as I do, the finishes were very good. And I think when you saw his body language, the way he was almost strutting around the pitch at times, demanding a ball, you're thinking, that is a guy now that's got his confidence back, yeah?
Well, we hope so, because we need that in the Premier League, and January is coming up, and he's one of them he's going to be looking over his shoulder to see who Mikel Arteta going to sign. So, well, we have 7 games before the maybe less, I'm not even sure. I'm just grab a figure out a thing.
January's just around the corner.
January's just, so he's one of them who need to step up if he's going to be there until the end of the season, and maybe starting the next season, he have to be stepping up. And today, like we said, today he take the 3 goal in very brilliantly. He looked confident. He looked like, you know what, I'm ready to go. This is a turning point, because couple of games ago, we could have buy a goal out of him, give him a penalty. Sometimes we don't even think he would score that penalty. So it's nice to see him scoring. And
tell me, would you start him on Saturday? We're playing the same team, Crystal Palace. He's just scored a hat-trick against them, looked really good, looked really confident, as we said. As I said, all at the end there, he was almost swaggering around the pitch. He was enjoying himself. Would you, if you were the manager on Saturday, start him against Crystal Palace?
Yeah, and the reason why we do that, he's on form. He's looking like he's ready to say, you know what, he's looking unstoppable, so give him the go. We haven't getting much out of Kyle Havertz. Nothing in the Premier League we haven't really get. So, you know what, like I said, it's not bad for changing it up and put him through the middle, keep him up there, because sometimes what happened to Jesus, when you play him through as a 9, he tends to drop too deep. And it was like with the Lacazette, when you put Lacazette and drop back deep, you get nothing from him. It doesn't make sense to me even behind the pitch. We need Jesus in around the 18-yard box. That's where we need him. I'm not saying that he's not supposed to track back, but we more need him there. We need him the 18, the 6-yard box, the approach, the one shot, the turn to make the shot. That's when Jesus is dangerous. But when you give him the ball 30 to 40 yards out, it's just pointless. But yeah, I would have started him, because Kyle Havertz, we ain't getting much from him. We ain't getting goals not coming from him. So Jesus just scored 3 against Crystal Palace, put him back against Crystal Palace again. Let him go and rough them up. You know, let's build that confidence, because sometimes when you score 3 goals and then the next game you're not playing, it can really damage your confidence. So I hope Mikel Arteta just look and say, you know what, let's give him a try. Let's start him. And it's not a bad shot, you know, because he's an out-and-out number 9. Kyle Havertz is a makeshift number 9. So it's not bad for we to say, you know what, play him there, play him Saturday.
No, listen, I agree with you. We're going to wrap up. I just want to ask you a question I've asked the other guys before you. The next round, semi-final stage, business end of the competition. We know it's going to be a Premier League team, but have you got any preferences, or would you take any one of them?
Well, if I'm being honest, I would take Newcastle at home. I believe Liverpool for last, or leave Man U or them lot for last. But
it is 2 legs, but you want them at home.
Well, it's 2 legs. So, it's 2 legs. So, I mean, you know what? We have to beat the best to win it. So, for me, bring it on. Anybody come, we have to just do the job. That's for me. That's it. Because if we're going to win the competition, we have to beat the likes of either Newcastle, Tottenham, Man U, or Liverpool. We got to beat them. So it's one of the 3 we got to play. So why fear? Why have fear? I mean, it's even better for us to get the better team, and we can beat them over the 2 leg, and then in the final we get a better team, and then we can go on and win it. So for me, that way looking even better more than getting the lesser team in the semi-final and then get the bigger team in the final, and then we'll go there. As you know, Baku will tell you. So
okay. Well said, man. Thank you very much.
All right,
Take care.
Thank you.